Oh my gosh.
I feel how I look right now. When it rains, it pours, and this week it's really been pouring. Honestly, I wish it would rain, right? We've endured record-setting heat waves, no rain for months, and thus horrendous and tremendous, that rhymed, wildfires for months. Smoke blacking out the sky, a deadly pandemic that's overtaken the country, and finally, I just got back from my cross-country trip, which means I need to self-quarantine while my grandmother is away up in San Francisco for 2 weeks. And yet, while I was 3,000 miles away, I got a phone call that our house had flooded. I guess like a toilet pipe had burst and just soaked the entire house in bad water. Thankfully not actual like poo water. Gosh, can you imagine? But still pretty bad.
Let's check out my room. Oh, this isn't right at all.
Thankfully, insurance is able to cover like the cost of tearing out these 60-plus-year-old hardwood floors and replacing them. But that does mean we need to take everything out of the house. Everything.
Now let's check out the kitchen. Just kidding, it's the living room because the kitchen looks like this. How am I supposed to make food?
I guess I'm just gonna have to like store and prepare food in our garage. And by garage, I really mean storage shed, which is gonna be dusty.
Ooh, nom nom, it's my dining room table. I love the ambiance.
There's nothing worse than soup with a side of spiderweb. Okay, so I have been complaining a lot, but I think there are a few silver linings to this. Like, I almost left all of my hard drives, right, containing my entire life on the floor when I left, and then at the last second decided, you know what, why not just put them on my desk instead? Oh, I'm so glad I did. Or how this new floor will actually be professionally installed by people that know what they're doing and not just like a grandmother and a grandson trying to figure it out as we go along by watching YouTube videos. Fun fact, Facebook decided to greet me this morning with this. It's been exactly 1 year. Thanks for that. Thanks for rubbing my face in it, Mark. And finally, thank goodness, once again, that insurance is covering it. This month, this whole year, really, like, it's like there's a main character walking around somewhere saying, at least nothing else can go wrong. Or like, as Andy Bernard put it in, you know, that Parks and Rec knockoff, I wish there was a way to know that you were in the good old days before you left them. Or something like that. Like, right now, I find myself genuinely missing the simplicity of life from 3 weeks ago. And 3 weeks ago, I was missing the simplicity of life 3 weeks before then. So much has changed since 2019. And it sure is looking like things aren't going to go back to that normal that we all miss. Instead, it's almost certainly going to get just more complicated and difficult. But with this tremendous potential for bad, there is tremendous potential for good. While this pandemic has ravaged the country, health and sanitary practices are at the forefront of US culture in a way that they've never been before. Yes, this video was scripted, can you tell? The BLM protests that have persisted despite horrifying and oppressive pushback have united so many for justice. There has never been a time or sequences of events like this year has brought in US history. And on a personal note, like this flooding is either a terrible tragedy or, you know, a paid for home renovation. This lockout of 90% of the house is either this incredible inconvenience and struggle or like a fun new challenge to see if I can figure out a new way to live in this set of circumstances. It's like camping almost. Staying positive isn't about denying the reality of the facts or the objective situations that are being thrown at you, but they're about choosing the perspective that you look at those through. So while we all continue to discover new ways to deal with the circumstances that life is like changing on us, the glasses that we use to interpret them are critical. My current situation sucks. Our current situation sucks, but actively searching for the potentially good opportunities hidden inside them is so important. I still can't believe that, like, with these uncontrollable wildfires, choking smoke, complete dryness, and outrageous temperatures, the thing that did our house in was a friggin' flood! A flood? Are you kidding me? Maybe our reality is just like a sitcom for aliens.